I've always been a skeptic, a journalist chasing down the truth behind urban legends. But nothing could prepare me for what I experienced in room 413 of the Grand Meridian Hotel. The moment I stepped inside, I felt it, a weight, an oppressive presence that seemed to seep from the very walls. The gas lamps flickered, casting shadows that danced like whispers around me. I set up my notebook, dismissing the eerie atmosphere as mere theatrics, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. As I began my investigation, I noticed something odd. A blinking red light behind one of the paintings caught my eye. A hidden camera? I scoffed, thinking it was a prank. But then I looked into the cracked mirror and saw my reflection blink out of sync with me. My heart raced. I turned to the wall and a scratch appeared, forming the word watched. It was as if the room itself was alive, mocking my disbelief. The eyes in the painting shifted, tracking my every move. I felt a chill crawl up my spine as more cameras emerged from the shadows, behind the wallpaper, inside the chandelier, even lurking in the lampshade. The walls pulsed like a heartbeat, and I could hear whispers echoing in my mind. "We see you." Panic set in as I ripped down a painting, revealing an occult symbol glowing faintly beneath. My phone glitched, showing a live feed of myself from an impossible angle, above the ceiling. I was not alone. A note appeared on my bed, chilling in its simplicity. "You're part of us." I could feel the room tightening around me, the darkness closing in. The mirror now reflected a horrifying sight. Distorted, eyeless versions of past guests surrounded me. Cameras glinted like predatory eyes, and the paintings began to bleed black ink, forming new eyes that stared hungrily. I tried to escape, but the door was sealed, the handle burning hot against my palm. I smashed a camera, but it reformed instantly, lens glaring at me as if to say, "You cannot hide." The whispers grew louder, drowning out my thoughts. "Your eyes belong to the room." I was trapped, the walls closing in, the air thick with dread. I could feel the ink tendrils wrapping around me, pulling me toward the mirror. I clawed at the door, desperate, but it was futile. The watchers emerged, their hands cold and glassy, reaching for me as I screamed, "I won't let you take me." But the room was relentless. Then, in a moment of sheer horror, I felt my body begin to crack, dissolving into light fragments. I was being absorbed, my essence consumed by the very space I sought to debunk. The room reset, pristine and silent, as if nothing had happened, but I knew better. I was trapped, my face now among the watchers, eyes glowing, screaming silently as the lens captured my torment forever. And now, as a new guest enters room 413, unaware of the hidden cameras blinking behind the paintings, I realize the cycle has begun anew. The Grand Meridian Hotel will continue to watch, to feed, and to claim those who dare to challenge its dark secrets.